Hey guys, so we are back on the wooden deck carrier shelf here, and I think I finally got enough of the wood cut to size, the toothpicks. Excuse me. I think we finally got enough of these cut to size, and I've got the shelf here all sanded like I had mentioned that I was going to do. I just got to kind of wipe that off a little bit more. But it's all been sanded, and what I'm doing now is I just took some of this light gray craft paint. It's actually Quaker gray, and I just squirted a little bit in the bottom of this cup, added some windshield washer fluid, filled it up about halfway. So as far as a percentage, I have no idea. It was way more windshield washer fluid than paint. I know that. But you just basically you just want it real soupy, real thin. Because all you're going to do is take your pieces of wood here and just dump them in. And then all I do is just kind of stir them up a little bit, let them soak in there. And the reason I'm stirring them is to kind of break them apart so that they're not all sticking together, and all the sides are getting the wash on them, all four sides of the toothpick, since these are square, are getting the wash on them. And that should probably be good. And then just pulling them out, drain them off a little bit, and then putting them down on the paper towel. And again, I'm separating them so that they dry and they don't stick together when they dry. And what I'll probably do to help the drying process along a little bit is, after I get them all laid out here, I'll probably take a hair dryer and just go over them with a hair dryer real quick. But you can see, just grab a couple here, and you can see the difference that it's making. And this also makes them a little more random, to where I keep missing the frame, sorry guys. This also makes them a little more random too, so not all of your boards are going to be exactly the same like they would be if you were to paint them. Because in real life, I wouldn't think that all the boards are going to look exactly the same. They're going to be weathered some, and some more than others. So anyways, that's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to keep going because we got a whole lot more here to do, and we've got all those to do. So we're going to be here a while. Hey guys. How's everybody on this Monday morning, or actually Monday afternoon? morning to me. But anyways, hey, we got the first shelf done. The one we had gotten started on, that's going to kind of represent a wooden deck aircraft carrier. Now, of course, these aren't the planes that will be on that one. These will be on the grass field, but I just set them on there so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like with the models on it. But we got all the toothpicks on there. Lots and lots of toothpicks. And I'll get back to how many toothpicks here in a minute. But as far as gluing these on, it's no big deal. All I did was I took two different sizes. I've got, and if I can get in here close enough to where I can show you, but I've got like two long ones and then a short one. And the reason I did that was so that you could stagger the joints, because you're not going to have your joints all right in a row. You're going to want to stagger them. So what I did was two long ones and then a short one, and then the next row I started with a short one and then went two long ones, and then went back to the two long ones and then a short one, and then a short one, then two long ones, you know, like that, just to get everything staggered. And I lined them up along the front here, so that the front was all pretty smooth. I mean, and then along the back side, you know, they were kind of hanging off a little bit, and I just used my rotary tool here with a cutting wheel on it, and then just went right across along the back and cut them all off. And that was a whole lot easier than trying to get them cut to the exact size and everything before you put them on. So, and then I think I told you in the last segment how to do the wash to get the different tone variations here. But I just used gray craft paint. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you about this. The Quaker gray. Made a real thin wash. Just dumped them all in. Let them soak for a second or two or a minute. Pulled them out. And then I just had them, pretty much just had them in a pile. So that way I would just randomly picking them out of the pile to glue them on here. And then that way, that's how you get the randomness. Is that a word? But you don't end up with a pattern, to so to speak, because you really don't want a pattern. You want it random. But that's what gave it the kind of grayish weathered look. And then we just painted the stripe on it, like you would see on a aircraft carrier. So that's that one. It's done. So I'm going to be starting on the. I'm going to be pretty much doing two together, because the next two that I'm going to do are going to be done basically the same way. We're going to do the grass and dirt runway, and we're going to do the snow runway, or not runway, but snow scene. We're going to do those two to get together, and then I'll come back and I'm going to take these out to the garage now and sand them down. And then I'll come back and show you when we start putting the dirt and the grass and all that kind of stuff on it. I'll film a little bit of that. So now, as far as how many toothpicks did I use? Well, let's do this. Let's have a little contest. Who can guess how many toothpicks I used on that shelf? Now, if the person that gets, there'll be one prize. I'm not going to tell you what the prize is. I'm going to surprise you with that. But whoever can guess the number of toothpicks, the closest to the number of toothpicks without going over, will win the prize. So put your guess down in the comments down below. So, alrighty, let's have a little fun with it. So, okay guys, that's all I got. I'm not going to keep you very long, and I'll come back when I'm ready to start doing the, because you don't need to watch me sanding. So, I'll come back when I'm ready to start doing some scenery work on the next two shelves. Alrighty, y'all have a good week, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.